Meet your neighbors, honey, and stick around for a while. Stick around for a while.
Even though more and more information is being stored electronically every year, school districts, like most large organizations, still accumulate a fair amount of paperwork over time. School districts are required to keep many types of records for varying lengths of time, some up to 60 years. So, I know you've been wondering, what eventually happens to all those records? The retention of school records, as well as their disposal, is governed by the Illinois Secretary of State's Local Records Commission. After their individual retention period is complete, school records can be disposed of under these regulations. For example, job applications can be disposed of after 2 years, building inspection records after 5 years, canceled checks and bank statements after 7 years, and student permanent records after 60 years past graduation. Given the personal information contained in many of these records, they are not simply put into the trash or recycling bin. Files are often sealed in boxes and stored in a secure closet until the closet is full. Part of this shipment contains confidential student records from the 1940s. In the past, the school district hired a shredding company to come in once a year and shred box after box of documents, which would then be recycled. Although the paper did not get recycled as part of this process, the school district had to pay the company to provide the shredding services. Storing records to be shredded also took up a lot of precious space in each building that could be used for student materials. Batavia Public Schools recently began a new program of document disposal in partnership with Rock Tenn Corporation in Aurora, a process that saves money while still recycling resources. Here's what happens to these records in Batavia Public Schools. School district staff identify which records are suitable for disposal and then file the appropriate requests with the state of Illinois. In the case of student records, the school district also puts out a public notice that these records will soon be disposed of. The boxes are then loaded onto a truck and driven a few miles to the Rock Tenn Corporation, located just off Farnsworth Avenue in Aurora. The Rock Tenn Corporation is an international corporation that specializes in binder board. They employ approximately 18 salary and 48 hourly employees at their Aurora location. When the truck arrives at Rock Tenn, it is weighed before proceeding to the unloading area. The sealed boxes are then unloaded into special bins. These bins are then moved by forklift into the recycling facility and placed into a giant vat of churning water, which dissolves paper, boxes, and all back into pulp. The pulp is sent through a series of pipes and filters to remove any staples, paper clips, and other non-paper items that have been present. Now the filtered pulp goes through a series of manufacturing steps that ends up producing a stiff paperboard product. Back outside, the Batavia truck that brought the paper is re-weighed on its way out to determine how much paper was unloaded. Rock Tenn then issues payment to Batavia Public Schools in the amount of $30 per ton. It doesn't sound like much money, but it's better to earn a little bit rather than to pay a company to come in and do the work. The paperboard product produced by Rock Tenn is then purchased by other companies and used in a variety of products. For example, it is used in almost all the textbook covers that are printed in the United States, as well as in a number of library books and binders. So remember those student records from the 1940s that were on their way to being recycled? The paper pulp from those confidential student records are now part of textbooks and hardcover library books that are used by students across the country, including those right here in Batavia. As you can see, the document disposal system used by the Batavia Public Schools is environmentally responsible, helps support Fox Valley businesses, and increases the amount of school funds that can be used for students. For more information on this program, contact Batavia Public Schools at www.bps101.net or the Rock Tenn Corporation at 630-898-4231 or on the web at www.rocktenn.com.